Dear teacher and classmates, good night. I'm very happy to be here making this video for our English course. Let me introduce myself. My name is Carlos and my last name is Rojas. I am 46 years old and I was born in my lovely Peru. In this moment, I'm working as developer software at TeamSoft, an enterprise that provides its informatics service to different companies in Lima. I studied a technical career about informatic systems and got more experience in different jobs across last 15 years. The main objective I want to get is change my actual job by another that gives me the opportunity to develop my skills in software development. First, I'd like to talk about the sports I practice. For example, I like to play soccer on Sunday in the morning, and I enjoy it when it's raining. In weekdays, I go out to run around the park in front of my house, but in this case, I prefer to do it when it's cold and rainy. Last week, I did it every day and I felt so comfortable because weather was raining. Officially, we are in winter, but suddenly this week begins sunny. Now, I'm going to talk about some kind of clothes that I use buy. In weekdays, I wear a suit, shirt, tie, and formal shoes at work. But when the day ends, I take off the suit and wear casual clothes like jeans, sneakers, and a sport shirt. On weekdays, I wear only sport wear. Usually, I buy my clothes in Jockey Plaza's mall. For example, last month I bought a nice jean and its cost was $15. I think it was a good buy. It's time to talk about travels. I'd start saying that I love to fly to visit historic places and do sightseeing in our country. Last year on December, I visited Cajamarca with my wife Mirta, and we fell in love there again. We took a bus from the Retamas Hotel and then visit amazing places like Cumbemayo, Otusco Windows, and Porcón Hacienda. We were at 3,500 meters altitude and climbed high mountains. It was very difficult. We ate typical foods like humitas, cajamarquino fried, and trucha at lunch. My wife said, can we come back again next year? I promised to get back in March to take part in the carnival. I want to talk about an experience that happened to me last week. Well, on last Friday, I did all my job and because I wanted to go out to the cinema with my wife. But an unexpected event ruined my plans. My boss called and said to me that he needed an information, and I had to get back to the office at 9 p.m. and we couldn't watch the film. I was angry and we had no choice that watch film in our house. It was a terrible night. Finally, and briefly, I want to talk about an awful situation in my first day at TeamSoft, my actual job. I was so nervous that day and I didn't remember how to turn on the computer because I couldn't find the switch. It was an embarrassing moment. Well, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening and see you until next English video.